Welcome back, everyone. Beachside here at the Ventura County Fairgrounds. Second night of 3 of competition here. X Games Ventura 2024, presented by Sonic. It is a packed house out here tonight as we get set to kick off Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick. Welcome inside the booth, everyone. My name's Jimmy Coleman, alongside Vicky Golden out here tonight on this journey as we get set to hand out some FMX medals here. We have to talk about 2 of our dominant competitors. The first one being Jackson Strong. He happens to own a slew of medals when it comes to Best Trick.
Absolutely. Jacko's no stranger of getting some medals out here. I hear he's got a new trick up his sleeve, so I think we're going to see a world's first out here.
Yeah, the Aussies over the years, they've taken 11 of the last 14 Moto X Best Trick gold medals, and Jackson actually had 7 of those to his credit.
He does, but we have Rob Adelberg, and we have a healthy Rob Adelberg. So last year, he got hurt in practice, injured his neck, and wasn't able to compete. So he's hungry. He's been riding all year, feeling strong, and he looks really, really good on the bike.
Yeah, Rob, looking for that redemption out here tonight. Right now, let's check in with the 3rd member of our team, Kristen Beat.
Back and healthy here at X Games 2024. Rob, you told me yesterday you've been able to perfect this trick over the last 2 years, and after watching film, you figured this is the right time to debut it. How excited are you to show this to all the fans here in Ventura and everyone at home?
Yeah, I'm pumped to be back and healthy. The trick's gnarly and it happens quite fast, and I thought I was ready last year, but like looking at the video, like you said, and some more time, obviously another year to train it, I feel really good. I'm nervous because it's a gnarly trick. It happens quite fast and I have to be perfect, but I feel like I got it pretty good now, and I'm stoked to show you.
Rob, best of luck, guys. An Aussie title card matchup here in Moto Best Trick.
Yeah, that Aussie domination started all the way back in 2010 with Cam Sinclair, and then it's kind of been the Jackson Strong and Rob Adelberg show over the last 13 contested events that we've had out here. However, it's a field of 6 out here tonight, Vicky, and this one always kind of leaves you on the edge of your seat because you know you're going to see some craziness, but it also makes you a little bit nervous as well. Let's talk about some of the other riders in the field out here tonight.
Definitely, we have Julien Vanstippen coming up, and he's been a heavy hitter for sure, but he's definitely down on his luck right now. He just switched from a KTM to a Yamaha, and it's been raining in Belgium non-stop. So I actually got to ride with him the 2 days prior to coming up here to X Games, and that's it, and that's all he's had. So he has some odds against him, but I think he's ready.
I also want to throw Harry Bink into the mix out here. He has double backflip combos in his arsenal. He can also do the front flip. Harry's also a little bit banged up right here, so we'll just have to wait and see what Harry will unleash out here tonight. You never know. I mean, banged up or not, that kid loves to just get out here and throw down regardless. And if you're wondering what happened to our defending gold medalist and why he's not on there, David Ronaldo, after last year's gold medal, he decided he was retiring from competition. So that is why you do not see his name in the start list out here tonight. But they're each going to get 2 shots at it out here this evening. There's Harry Bink. I heard word earlier in the day that he was a little roughed up, but like I said, I mean, never ever count that guy out. And Rob Adelberg, who we talked about, he got injured in practice the night before the competition last year. It was a neck injury and had to sit this one out, so definitely looking for some redemption. But both him and Jackson Strong, it's kind of been the front flip variation party between those 2 guys over the last several years.
It absolutely has been. Those 2 go neck and neck, and they have insane talent on a bike. But we also have Javier Villegas coming out, and he actually got a very, very last-minute invite. But the good thing with Javier is he doesn't have to get ready. He stays ready. So he was able to take on this last-minute invite.
Yeah, Taka Higashino has some insane combos out there that he can throw down as well. They're going to have 3 different ramps to choose from out here. You've got what we call the standard US comp ramp that's about 75 feet from the lip to the landing there. Then you've got a super kicker. Now that one, it's a shorter landing, but it's a little bit steeper, and that's what we've traditionally seen people throwing the double backflips off of. But what's been really taking over the next gen ramp, that one, you can see it's the tallest one out there. It's 11.5 feet tall with a 54-degree radius, 72 feet to the landing gap. That one gives you some real hang time, some pitch that allows these guys to throw in the big combo moves, and it was used for the first time at X Games out here just last year.
Yeah, not a lot of people have access to that next gen, so it's been a real tough one for these riders to get used to, but now we're starting to see them a bit more here in the US and at other training compounds. So with more access comes, you know, more comfortability. More comfortability gets more confidence in these riders. And so even having the setup from last year to this year, you can see they're comfortable right away and their confidence is booming, and now they can focus on the task at hand instead of worrying about different details of a difficult setup to deal with. Yeah,
and it just fuels the progression, especially when it comes to this sport. You can see there's a good look at all three of the ramps there. The next gen, that's the one that's over there if you're watching on TV on the far left of your screen here. But we started off with Javier Villegas from Chile, 2 X Games medals. He owns a freestyle bronze and he owns a speed and style silver as well. Now, I kind of have, I was going to say, I think I know what he's going to do, but you might see this one with the jet ski takeoff here, Vicky.
He does, he's one of, I think, maybe 2 riders in the world that can do this, and massive off the next gen ramp, flawless, and I can't believe how good he does those. It's so rad to see.
He does that in shows as well, like it's nothing. So if you're like, okay, so you stand up in the seat on that one, and then he takes off that way, and then launches himself into a flip combo.
Yeah, and for anybody out there, that is not common whatsoever. and especially to be flipping and then just kick off the seat and look through straight to the landing, eyeball the landing when you're hanging off the bike and swinging back around, and he landed great too.
So the judges working off of a 100-point scale out here tonight. They each get 2 runs here. It is the better of your 2 runs that count. Everyone chasing X Games gold out here this evening as we await the score here for Javier and that first attempt. I mean, that was perfect.
Yeah, I don't know how much he's going to get that better because he started off flawless, but I mean, he's probably got something else up his sleeve to make it bigger and better.
So an 85 flat for Javier to get things started here at Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick. As we take a look at Osaka, Japan's Taka Higashino. He owns 2 medals when it comes to Best Trick, one of them silver, 1 bronze. He also happens to own 3 freestyle gold medals. See where Taka's lining up here. It looks like he's going to head towards the next gen ramp as well.
Wow, that is so technical. I don't think it happened so quick. You probably didn't see, but he just did a C-crab flip and took his hand off, which the minute you start taking your hands off upside down is that's a no-go for me.
It was hard to tell from that angle. Have to see the replay on this one. It's hard to tell from there too. I thought he was here. This will be the one that'll tell the tale.
Yeah, that is great. I mean, I don't think I've seen him do those. He's wanted to do them for a long time, and he had some access and some time on the next gen here at X Games and decided to start taking his hands off.
I thought he was going to go rock solid flip, but changes it up right there. So we'll see. Javier set the bar with an 85 flat. What's it going to be for Taka Higashino? First Japanese Moto X competitor to win gold at X Games when he got that 2012 freestyle gold.
This is actually his 18th X Games appearance. Isn't that crazy? It's 18 years.
Yeah, first Japanese rider to compete at X Games Moto X in 2007. It's been over 11 years since his last medal. Came to America in 2006 trying to get in X Games, and then him and Jeremy Stenberg hit it off, and Jeremy said, hey, you know what, I'll sponsor you, and he's been here ever since.
Yeah, you can't get rid of him. He rides too good.
So Taka's going to get an 87.33, so that'll overtake Javier. This is Julien Vanstippen, who walked away from Best Whip last night with a silver medal, but you talked about a lack of practice time for him because it's been raining a lot in Belgium, and then he had to make the trip over here for X Games.
Yeah, he's headed towards that super kicker, and I think he's going to head for that for comfortability for sure. Yes.
Oh, he looked like he was going a little too deep from that angle, but he pulls that one around.
Oh, he's so stoked. Like I said, he hasn't had any time to practice. He has not done any double flips. For him to go and just send it for the fans like that, that's so awesome.
He is fired up about that one. He has 4 medals now in Best Whip. 1 gold, 2 bronze, and that silver from last night. Sends a perfect double back.
Yeah, full elbows up to get ready for this pull and a handful of throttle. He yanks the life out of that bike to bring this thing around, and he comes in a little hot and heavy, but he still landed it, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, just leaning right on that one, too, as you see in Samsung flow motion there on the replay to give you full appreciation of that one. So the pressure is off, and 89.66 for the Belgian. He's got a bunch of best whip medals, looking to add a best trick medal to the trophy case right now, and sitting in that top spot as we are halfway through the run order here in round 1 out of 2. Before we take our first look at Harry Bink, let's check in with Kristen B.
Yeah, guys, there was some speculation regarding whether or not Harry Bink would be making this start. He has some pulled cartilage in his chest, among other injuries, but he is out here like the warrior he is. He said it's hard because you want to focus on your trick, but you're in pain.
I don't think Harry really pays any attention to pain. He just goes out there and does it. That's what we're talking about. You just heard her talking about his injury, and instead of withdrawing, he just comes out and does a double backflip.
Yeah, in true Harry Bink fashion. I mean, anybody else would have walked away and said, maybe today's not the day. And I mean, even odd enough, you don't really see him wear jerseys too often, and he's wearing a jersey, and it looks like a under chest protector, so that means he's really injured.
The night's still young, and he's got another run. He's obviously feeling it, so the jersey may come off. We'll see. The jury's out. I mean, look at the rotation. I mean, after the report on the injury, and then to see that, and the fans weighing in, that was so clean. Take another look at it here from the head-on angle with the drone shot.
Unreal. You see him start opening up because the next gen gives you so much time to think about a rotation. He had to slow down the second one, so super impressed. Stoked for you, Harry. So
Harry checks in with a 91 flat, so he will overtake Julien Vanstippen, so that's going to bump Javier down to 4th. So Taka Higashino now sitting in a bronze medal spot. Julien Vanstippen slides to silver, but we still have 2 riders left to go in the rotation. This is Australia's Rob Adelberg. Did not get to compete here in Best Trick last year. Had to withdraw due to injury. 7-time X Games champ. He's got Snowbike Best Trick gold medals, Moto X Best Trick gold medals, and Freestyle gold medals. And there you go, Mickey!
No way! Yes!
The front flip combo out of Rob Adelberg, first try.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So stoked to see it. I mean, he robbed himself last year by not being able to compete, and then he goes out, busts it out first try. You know he's been putting in so much hard work to make this happen.
Have to take another look at it here. Look at the X Games fan pulse meter as he takes off for this one. It doesn't get any better than that, Vicky.
Oh, perfect execution. And like he said, this happens so fast for him. And the minute you start letting go in a front flip like that, I mean, all the ergonomics, all the G-forces call you to just pull you off the bike, and he's holding on with dear might to make that happen.
I mean, that was insane. I mean, fully laid back into that one. I mean, the relief that he must be feeling right now after what happened last year, and to get that out of the way on the first go here. And a 96, almost knocking on the door of perfection. Rob Adelberg, your new leader. We still have one more rider to go in the rotation, and word on the street is Jackson Strong has some new tricks in the mix for this year's X Games. Let's hear more about what he's got in the bag in this athlete profile.
Ventura last year, 23, felt like X Games was back to its roots. It had that high energy, a big sort of a party vibe over the weekend, and I think that's what really makes X Games. You know, when the fans and everyone's excited to be there as an athlete, it just brings up the morale and makes the event really special. Off season, I've been on the bike every week trying to stay in shape. For me, it's about that repetition, just not missing a day, and that's where my best performance comes from. This year's competition, I've got a new trick I've been working on, and I also want to further where I was last year. I wasn't quite happy where I left the cliffhanger front flip. I want to try to turn that into a jackhammer front flip, and I've got something new I've been working on as well. So beyond the score and the medals and everything, when my career's over, I want to make sure that what I set the task out to do, I want to do it well, and I want to complete it. There's still some stones unturned there.
You know, to tell you the tale of Jackson Strong in the front flip and how deep it goes, it was all the way back in 2011 in LA where he first won a Best Trick Gold with that trick. That's how long ago he nailed that and has perfected it, and I'm terrified to see. He said he's got a possible new one
The brain that Jackson Strong has, I don't want to be inside of it or know what he's got cooking, but I think we're all about to see.
Going for the front flip with the cliffhanger. Did he take the feet off afterwards as well?
Wow, so impressive. He looked a little rushed, like he didn't get the best rotation, but he still pulled it off. And that, hey, any trick you can land in best trick is unbelievable, because, I mean, you see it a lot in skate and BMX. A lot of guys hit the ground and get back up, but that is definitely not the case for this sport.
Look at the way that he tucks into this.
Yeah, he comes in a little under-rotated, and I think he knew that, so he probably didn't get off the best he wanted. But knowing Jackson Strong, he's, like he said, he probably has something else up his sleeve, and he's ready to do it again.
So, wow, what is this going to be? I mean, a 96 and a 91. That's Rob Adelberg and Harry Bink. Julien Vanstippen sitting on the bubble right now with that 89.66. As we await the score here for Jackson Strong, the cliffhanger front flip. And that's going to be good enough for a 93.66 to slide him into that silver medal spot. That's going to bump Julien Vanstippen out. Well, we also want to mention that a bronze medalist from last year, Jayo Archer, not here tonight. We lost him, unfortunately, earlier this year. As you can see, all the riders and Jayo's family here wearing the shirts. These riders not just chasing medals out here tonight, but we're here to pay tribute to an FMX legend, a warrior, and a friend to so many. Tonight, we honor the legacy and memory of Jayo Archer.
Musco Lighting. We make it happen.
More sights and sounds of the weekend, courtesy of our friends over at Samsung and the Galaxy S24 Ultra. But right now, we've got one more round of runs to go here at Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick. 6 riders in the field out here tonight, 2 runs, best run counts, but it's that gentleman, Rob Adelberg, sitting in the top spot with a 96 flat after putting down a perfect lazy boy front flip in that first round, and that's what they're all chasing after here tonight. X Games gold being held by Dingo. They let that guy hold the medals out here tonight?
I guess it's a loose program down there.
No, he's a good dude. He's going to be doing the honors out here tonight. So right now, it's looking like it may go on Rob Adelberg's neck out here. We'll have to see. Everybody gets one more run at it. Never, ever, ever count out Jackson Strong. We take it back to the top of the order here. Javier Villegas, he had an 85 flat that first go around. You see the stat there, the first Chilean athlete to ever medal at X Games. And we'll count, Vicky, we're going for the jet ski takeoff.
He's going
yet
back
again.
to it.
Takes it again into the flip combo there for Javier. It's insane how easily he does that. I mean, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to be standing up in the seat like that to go take off and make a dirt bike fly through the air upside down like that.
Absolutely not. There's foot pegs on there for a reason, and he's choosing not to use them. Oh, massive Indy flip. He holds that thing for so long.
He just,
unreal.
Yeah, he kicks those things out and just holds them. And the reaction there in the athlete lounge over on the digital set, Eunice was just astonished. She was at a loss for words there, and Gabby was like, yeah! I love Javi's Indy flip, so that's, he'll get an, it'll be an 84.66, so the 85 from the first go-around will be the one that holds up for him. We're bringing back in Taka Higashino. He's down there at that number 5 spot with that 87.33.
Yes, Taka. The ninja never disappoints.
Have to take another look at that one. I was looking at the scoring monitor when he took off. I'll have to see the replay. But as you said earlier, I mean, Ventura this weekend, this is his 19th X Games appearance. This guy's been in the game for a long time and never disappoints.
In true ninja fashion, double can. Let's go with the one hand, which is impossible to do, but of course Taka can do it.
So the double can, you're taking both feet, putting them off to the same side of the bike there, and taking one hand off the bars as well. So a great night for Taka. Look at that smile. He's one of the happiest people you'll ever see on a dirt bike. That guy's always got the best attitude. We're here in the middle of round 2 of 2 here. Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick under the lights here at the Ventura County Fairgrounds. Rob Adelberg in the driver's seat right now with a 96 flat. Jackson Strong with a 93.66. But it's Harry Bink sitting in that bronze medal spot right now with a 91 flat. As we are set to take our second and final look at Julien Vanstippen. This is his 5th X Games appearance. All of his medals have come in best whip. See what he's got here for a second attempt, Vicky.
Oh, massive whip. He's taking the safe zone, as he should. I mean, with the practice and prep he's unable to get, that's definitely the safe way. He stomped the double flip. He's stoked on himself, and yeah, just taking the safe road home.
Yeah, he ended up stacking his 4th X Games medal last night, so he has 2 bronze, 1 gold, and now a silver when it comes to best whip.
That's still pretty rad to see, even though it's not a double flip. I love to see it.
Yeah, it's still, I mean, going back to what we said last night when we did the best whip comp, you see it on TV, it's impressive, but when you see it in person, especially if you're new to dirt bikes, it's insane. It looks like something's about to go horribly wrong, and they bring that back around somehow, some way, and they do it each and every time like it's absolutely nothing. So Harry Bink, the story out here tonight, we thought that he was going to be out of, or just kind of play it a little safe maybe. but then he comes out and puts up a 91 in that last round. And then he's gotten rid of the jersey this go around. You see he's got one of the Jayo Archer tribute shirts on out here tonight as well. And Harry doing Harry things this second go around, saying, hey, I got one down the last go around. I'm looking at a potential medal out here tonight. I'm just gonna have some fun.
Yeah, Harry taking the safe road home too. He already sent it, he did his job, and yeah, he's got the awesome Jayo shirt and doing it for Jayo.
Yeah, you can see him paying tribute as he rides by all the fans there showing off the shirt.
Full Harry style. Doesn't get any better than that. I think he's trying to impress the judge, Bilko, and get a little extra points probably.
You may get some brownie points with Bilko for that one, but it's definitely not going to help your score in any way, shape, or form. Either way, great job for him. I mean, especially after the report with Kristen about the injury and a torn cartilage in his chest, and then you still go out there and muscle around a double backflip and look at a potential bronze medal. But right now, that is the man of the hour here for now. Rob Adelberg sitting in that top spot with that 96 flat. I mean, the lazy boy front flip, it doesn't get any better than what you saw in the execution of that in that last run, Vicky.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot because obviously he wants to send it again, but Jayo comes after him.
So he's going to take the safety card out here tonight as well and just have a little bit of fun after that one. Yeah, never. He's in the lead. It was great on that first run, but never, ever count Jackson Strong out. Like I said at the top of the show, these two have just been trading battling back and forth over the last handful of years when it comes to best trick gold medals. Take another look here. I mean, listen, let me rephrase that. There's nothing, the safe route, I mean, compared to what he did the last go around, that's why I said, I mean, all of this stuff, these kids, they make it look so easy. It's all high risk reward out here.
Definitely, but he just pulled one of them, actually my favorite trick that he does, that one-handed heart look back. He does it so perfect. He holds it for so long, his body's straight up and down, his arms straight up and down with him. And yeah, that's my favorite trick that he does.
So it all comes down to our last rider with Jackson Strong. It's Adelberg, Strong, and Bink. You're 1, 2, 3 as of right now. There is one man standing in the way of a potential gold medal here for Rob. And again, the story with him having to withdraw last year after what happened in practice and now finding himself in the top spot. But here we go, our last rider of the competition here, Jackson Strong. When it comes to best trick, he owns 10 total medals, 7 of them gold. Can he get it done here in this last attempt, Vicky? Oh my goodness! That
my God!
He was tentative on the last one, but the extension on that, are you kidding me?
Oh man, he pulled that off so well.
That is a cliffhanger front flip. Not taking it, I mean, the first one was gnarly, but he took it.
He was determined to make sure that worked how he wanted it to go. You could just see it. He forced it the whole way, and he was like, we're doing this whether it comes around or not, and he still made it come around. Oh, flawless.
My goodness, this is the angle that you'll really see it.
You see him push the bike down so he can get some more rotation out just to get that cliffhanger going.
I mean, he's not bent. The body's not bent. He straightened himself out. The first one, he was kind of bent over. This one, oh, the judges have their work cut out for him now. I mean, we saw it last year, but I mean, that took it to a new level. So Rob Adelberg's got that 96. He's on your right. Jackson Strong on your left.
Oh man, this is a nail biter. That's gonna be so close. I would not want to be a judge today.
So we know Harry Bink's getting a medal, and it's a 97.66, and Jackson Strong has done it yet again. It's an Aussie sweep of the best trick podium yet again. It was done in 2011, 2016, in Norway in 2019, Japan in 2023, and now it's happened here in Ventura in 2024. That's 5 Aussie sweeps on the podium here in best trick.
man. The Aussies know how to send it, that's for sure.
I'm still trying to process what he did. I mean, to see it the first time and then to see him just completely send that.
Yeah, you can see the emotion pouring out. Like I said, he had to make that happen and force the bike to get that extra rotation to be able to get the cliffhanger out of that trick. It's so awesome.
And Dingo presenting him with the gold medal. Robbie Madison leaning in for a hug. Oh my goodness. We have to see this again just to try to process what just happened. Take another look. Look at how he tucks the head into the bars.
Yeah, you can just see him force that bike to get the rotation. Stomps the rear brake to try and speed up the rotation because he's a little bit under. But you can tell he's been doing this time and time again to put in the work, and he executed that so great.
So Jackson Strong taking it to the next level yet again. So now the Aussies have taken 12 of the last 15 of Moto X Best Trick gold medals. So let's send it down to Kristen with our winner.
With his eighth X Games gold medal, Jackson Strong, walk me through the adrenaline rush of executing that trick.
That was definitely the biggest one I've ever done, and I had to dig really deep to get that out, and I'm just glad I was able to find that in the tank. It's yeah, I'm still shaking.
What about a trick like that makes you dig deep?
You've got to, once you do it once, you don't want to go again. No one here really wants to do their second jump because it's the scariest thing in the world. Like, it's gnarly. And I sacked up, went again, and it paid off.
Absolutely. Jackson Strong, your gold medal winner here at X Games Ventura. Let's go!
Adding his 8th Best Trick gold medal. What an absolutely epic performance out here tonight by both Rob Adelberg and Jackson Strong. And again, I have to give a shout out to Harry as well, Vicky, riding through the injury out here tonight. Your final thoughts?
Absolutely. I mean, this is an insane category to be a part of. Everybody crushed it, and it's so good to see that everyone was actually able to walk away healthy.
Well, that's a wrap here for Monster Energy Moto X Best Trick. Once again, it's an Aussie sweep of the podium here when it comes to Moto X Best Trick, the 5th time it's ever been done here at the history of the X Games.
X Games Ventura is presented by Sonic. Live free, eat Sonic. And brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast.